What questions do you have for us? This is my favorite part of the interview, when they turn the tables and give you the chance to ask them questions. One of my students in our program here had this experience a couple of years ago. He had a job opportunity that he was really excited about. And prior to the interview, he spent a lot of time to do some great research, think of their business model, and come up with some really intelligent questions. And it's a good thing he did, because when he showed up, instead of asking him questions, the first thing the interviewer said was, "I want to hear all of your questions first, and then I'll ask you questions." Through that process, for the next 40 minutes, my student asked him question upon question, and they engaged in a dialogue about the business needs, the challenges, and possible solutions for them. By the time it was his turn to answer questions, he had completely impressed them, and needless to say, he ended up landing that job. And it's because he took the time to think through really intelligent questions. I had another example at a job I was working at a few years ago. We had a candidate come in, and he had a solid interview. It wasn't amazing, it wasn't poor, just solid. And as time went on, and we eventually asked him if he had any questions for us, suddenly it flipped. He pulled out a sheet of paper and he started asking us really good questions. In fact, we didn't have answers for most of them. And through that process, he brought up information and resources for us that we were not even aware of. So he added value to our team before he was even a part of the team. And at the end of that time, he had transformed a solid interview to making him into the leading candidate for the position. And he went from having a conversation like this to sitting next to us working on business problems that were important to us. And of course, he landed the job and became my coworker. If you want to impress your next interviewer, take the time to think of really intelligent questions that would get to the core of their business needs and the things that keep them up at night. What are their problems and challenges? How can you help them make money or save money or make their life a little bit easier? If you can identify that and turn it into questions, you'll impress your next interviewer.